Hey, what is up, guys? It's Crimson the Beast, here with another video. Uh, sorry about the intro. I know you could see the little mark that basically controls when my recording starts and when it stops. I was just kind of wanting to show you guys what I want my intro to look like. This is one I made myself, so please give me some feedback on that. Excuse me. So yeah. That's pretty much what it's going to be like. I'm also going to start doing my own custom thumbnails. So that right there was just a little bit of a sneak peek. Also, before we get into the video, I just want to say I appreciate you guys watching and subscribing. I appreciate that. Just to let you know, at 50 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm going to give away an amiibo. I haven't decided what amiibo I'm going to give away, but I will decide by April 15th. I'll make a video. I'll make videos before then, but I'll make a video talking about what amiibo I'm going to give away. And if you guys want to type in chat a specific amiibo, go ahead and do that. But anyway, the name of today's video is Top 10 Worst Johns in Super Smash Bros. Now, for those of you who don't know what a John is, a John, when in reference to a video game, is basically a really bad excuse as to why a player lost. You know, not everybody Johns. I've done it once or twice in the past before. I don't really do it much often. But, you know, there's some legit excuses for losing. But at the same time, some of these are just quite ridiculous. Also, disclaimer, this is my personal opinion. I'm not saying these are the absolute worst Johns, but these are just the worst that I could think of and that I could find. I think number one John is actually going to surprise you guys and actually have a small little treat for you guys. But anyway, so let's get started. And obviously, when I tell you what John comes up, I'm going to explain to you why I dislike that John or why I feel that is stupid. But making the number 10 spot as far as Johns goes is the only reason you won is because my controller is messed up. This one I have seen several times or heard several times people use, like, oh, you know, had my C stick worked, I would have got that up smash and I would have took your stock, or, you know, I would have been able to do this and that, but since my R button's broken, then, you know, that's the only reason you won. Well, for starters, even if your controller is messed up, you can always just change your controls depending on the game. You know, you can always change your controls to fit your broken controller. So I don't really like that one as an excuse. Now, if before you start a match, if you check your controller and something is a little bit messed up, then, you know, I could sort of see that. But if you're just going to blame a match after you've played it on your controller, then yeah, I don't respect that too much. But basically, yeah, don't ever use this one. Please don't, because there are so many ways to counter that statement. I mean, your friend could be like, hey man, you could have just told me, I'd let you borrow a controller, or, you know, why don't you have a new controller? So even though this one is number 10, this is probably the one that I hate hearing the most. So yeah, the number 10 John is, or number 10 on the list, is the only reason you won is because my controller is messed up. So on to number 9. This one I also really dislike. I honestly hate all of these. And this one, probably, it belongs on the number 9 spot. So number 9 is, people around me kept talking, so I couldn't concentrate. That's the only reason I lost. Now, I kind of understand that. I'm a player who, if I have a lot of background noise, excuse me, I don't know why I'm burping a lot, but if I have a lot of background noise, I tend to play quite worse too, because I'm trying to listen to what's going on. But, you know, that's why I just started listening to music. But, you know, don't blame you losing a match or saying, like, the only reason you lost is because people were talking in the background. Because there's several ways to fix that. I mean, you can turn up your game volume. You get some headphones. So this one, in my opinion, is not a really good excuse, because there's so many ways you could beat that. So I don't have much to say on that one, but just that's a horrible John. So that was the number 9 spot, which is, people around me kept talking, so I couldn't concentrate. Now let's move on to number 8. And the number 8 John is, my main is garbage. That's why I didn't win. Guys, if you feel that your main is horrible and you feel that, you just can't win with this character, don't keep playing him against your opponent. Switch characters. I'm not saying you have to main a complete another character, but just like, you can still play that character, just play other characters. Because all that's going to happen is if you keep thinking, oh, my character's crap, and he's this and that, and he got nerfed or whatever, all that's going to happen is you're going to get really angry, and you're either going to get angry at your character, or you're going to get really angry at your opponent. This is an excuse I hate hearing. I've heard it several times, but I hate hearing it. If you think your character's that bad, then you shouldn't just, like I said, just play another character. You could still pocket your current main, but if you think your character's that bad, just play another character. That's not a good excuse as to why you lost. Every character has potential. So that's number 8. Number 8, once again, is my main is garbage. That's why I didn't win. Now number 7 is one that I've heard as well. And this one, it really makes me angry to hear. Because I've heard people use it towards me, But number 7 is, your character is clearly broken and stupid. Guys, I mainly play Smash 4. And the only time I've ever heard that John was ever in Smash 4. Because, like I said, it's the main game I play, the main game I watch. I'm sorry to tell you this, people who use this excuse, but Smash 4 is one of the most balanced Smash games, if not the most balanced Smash games. And besides, if my character is so broken and stupid, then why don't you use them? I mean, oftentimes when this John comes up, all that pretty much happened is you killed your opponent with a specific move, and he didn't like that, so he's basically just going to try to say that it's stupid and broken. So yeah, I've heard that one several times with me, as you guys know, or if you know me personally. I play Fox, so I've had people say his up smash is stupid and it kills too early and stuff like that, so yeah, don't use that. But what's actually funny, before I move on, is I've had people, I would tell them, well, if you think it's so stupid, then, just go Fox against me. And they've done it, and then they complain on how hard Fox is. And so I'm like, yeah, that's ridiculous. So yeah, number 7 is, your character is clearly broken and stupid. I want to pause for a second. In the future, when I get a better a better computer, I'm obviously going to animate the numbers as far as, 10 through 1 or 5 through 1 or however many I do. So just bear with me for now, but I appreciate all the support that I get. So the next 6 are honestly like really dumb ones that unfortunately people have used. So number 6 is, the sun was in my eyes, that's why I didn't win. If you've ever used this excuse, I don't know if I can have respect for you. I mean, this one is literally the easiest out of all of them to avoid. If the sun's in your eye, just move. Literally, just move. Tell who you're playing, I can't see, and move. It's not that hard. Or, most of the time it's either going to be coming from a door open or some sort of blind that's not closed. So just either close the door, open it. I'm pretty sure your opponent won't be like, oh no, you can't do that. That's banned. At least if you were playing against me, I would let you do that. I understand 4 glory is a different thing, but if you stop moving, I'm not going to attack you. So yeah, that excuse is actually, you know what, scratch that. I thought number 10 was the worst in my opinion, but number 6, as far as me, that's the worst one I could ever hear. So let's move on to number 5. Number 5 is, your playstyle is cancer, that's why you won. Now don't get me wrong, I hate a spammy Toon Link or spammy Link as much as the next guy. But, please, 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 try not to use this one as an excuse. Because all that's going to happen is you're going to keep losing to this guy and losing to this guy and losing to this guy. And it's just, your salt's just going to get worse. So what I suggest you doing, if you feel this person's playstyle is so bad, just don't play them. I mean, just don't. If you're going to keep getting angry and making up excuses as to why you didn't win, just don't play the person, or just don't play the game. I mean, everybody has their own playstyle. You know, I play a fairly defensive playstyle, passive aggressive, I guess you could call it. And that can get annoying, but if you don't like it, then either play a character that counters it or just don't play me. So that's another one that gets on my nerves, but I could sort of see sometimes. So let's move on to number 4. Number 4 is Foy. I don't know where that came from. But number 4 is, boy, if your character didn't have this move, I would bop you. I have heard this one too many times to count. Especially anytime I go a character like Mario, or especially when I use Fox. I understand, you know, down throw up tilt can get pretty annoying, but if I beat you in a game, 9 times out of 10, I didn't beat you only because of that one reason. There's several other factors. So please don't blame the fact that you lost just because I used a specific move that's really good. Don't do that. And there's been times where I've heard people use this excuse and then say, oh, you know, I'll bop you if you did something else. There's been times I've went a character who's actually significantly worse and, you know, came out with the hot 2 stock. So, yeah, don't use this one. You're just starting a bad time for yourself. So, just don't do that one. Number 3 is one that I actually heard a top player said, but I'm not going to use this top player's name just in case he watches this video. Whoever, you know who you are, but I really respect you and I respect your gameplay as well. But number 3 is, my phone vibrated from a text and it threw my game off. If you ever use this excuse, don't talk to me. Don't subscribe to me. I don't want anything to do with you. Because if something so simple as your phone vibrating, if that throws off your complete concentration, then we need to have a talk. Because that's stupid. Now I can understand if your phone started ringing loudly, but if it's just a small little, I'll be honest, sometimes when I have my phone in my pocket, I can't even, you know, feel it vibrate, especially if I'm concentrating on something. So please never use that as an excuse. Sorry if you hear background noise. I was moving my tablet because my leg was starting to fall asleep. So yeah, but number 3, just to reiterate, it was, my phone vibrated from a text and it threw my game off. So yeah, don't use that one as to an excuse of why you lost a match. That's just complete ignorance. So just don't do that. Now number 2 is one that I've heard several times and it gets me really mad. Number 2 is, this game is stupid, so I don't play it. That's the only reason you won. First of all, you just lied because you're playing the game right now. Second of all, if we've had close matches, or if you know how to use this character to a certain extent, you know, you've played this game somewhat. And once again, it just goes back to number 1. You know, if the game is that dumb, then just don't play it. Or why are you playing if you think it's that stupid? And even then, even if you don't play the game a lot, don't blame that on the reason, or say that's the only reason your opponent won. Obviously, your opponent noticed certain things that you did or read you or something like that, which led him to victory. So please don't ever blame it on the game. Hardly time, you know, I can understand if like a glitch or something happens, you know, that's one thing, but still, not even then, you can't really completely blame the game. So yeah, please don't use this one. It's not the game's fault. You know, there's a good saying, don't hate the player, hate the game. Oh, well, that actually kind of contradicts what I said. I don't know where I was going with that, but anyway, ignore that last statement. But yeah, just don't blame it on the game. You know, matter of fact, the statement I said earlier, reverse it. Don't hate the game, hate the player. Okay, just go with that one. Now, before I say number 1, I want to give a shout out to a a Melee Young Link player named Laijin, or as many times you may see him, he uses the tag Akiri Soldier. He is a I said it right, a Young Link player. I'm not sure where he's from, but I asked him what was the worst John that he's ever heard. And this one was so bad that it actually made my #1 spot. So just shout outs to Laijin. I'm going to put his Twitch down and down below. I was thinking if it had a name, but I'm going to put his Twitch down below and some of his other information so you guys can go give him a check out and go give him a follow. He streams quite often. He only plays Young Link, so if you want some really cool low tier play, then I suggest giving him a nice little follow on Twitch. So here's the #1 John. Once again, shout outs to Laijin. He said that he was playing a player back when he was in Georgia, and evidently he beat the player. And the player's excuse was, I was thinking of my girlfriend during the set, so I lost. I have no words for this one. Okay, if you're playing, especially a tournament set, why are you going to be thinking of something like that? If you're trying to win, don't think of stuff like that. Now, afterwards, that's free game. But never think about something like that, during the game, especially if it's going to throw you off. That's not even a good excuse to throw you off. I mean, oftentimes, when I'm playing Smash with my friends, or I'm playing on Floor Glory, or if I'm playing Project M, just practicing, I'll just think about, what am I going to do later, or what do I want for dinner tonight, or such, like that, things like that should not, if you're thinking that hard about something, then often there's a big problem, so please don't ever use that one as an excuse. I hope that was a one-time occurrence. I'm going to be really disappointed if I ever hear one of my friends use that, and I'll probably block them on everything that I can. And I won't be their friend no more, because that excuse is pretty dumb. So that pretty much rounds off my list. I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you would like, please hit that like button. Also, if you want to get notified by my channel, or notified when I make videos, please hit the subscribe button, and also turn on my notifications. So anytime I make a video, you'll be alerted as to when it happens. Sorry if I'm stuttering a bit, or if, the video don't seem in super good quality. I'm really trying, and I hope you guys see that, and I hope you guys continue to support me, but I promise it's going to get 100 times better. It's a guarantee. But yeah, anyway, thank you for that. Once again, shoutouts to Laijin, or Kokiri Soldier, whichever you know him by. But shoutouts to him for helping me make this list and giving me the #1 John. So once again, I'm going to link all his stuff down below. But anyway, also back to the giveaway. Pretty much all you have to do is I'm going to make a video saying, comment down below if you want to be entered into a giveaway to give away this amiibo. And then, next time I do a giveaway, it may be like a video game or something like that. So, just look out for that video. But anyway, I appreciate you guys watching my video. Subscribe, like, do whatever makes you happy. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye now.